this is your town. These are your people. These mighty men and women of Christ. They've got your armor. They put on the belt of truth. No evil will lie to us. We know who we are created to be in you. We know who you are. We know that you love us. We have the breastplate of righteousness, Father. We know that through you we are made holy. We are made perfect through you. We take the boots of peace and we walk tonight in these city streets. And we bring love, we bring mercy, and we bring compassion. Father, we put on the helmet of salvation because we know with you one day there will be no more pain. There will be no more sorrow. We will walk eternally with you, Father. We have your shield that blocks us from all the lies that we take tonight. The sword of your spirit. We take your word and we know who you are. Father, you're speaking to some hearts tonight. There's some people out here who need you, who want to know you, Father. They want to be loved by you right here. Let your freedom reign tonight. This is freedom right here. We are free. The chains and the bonds are gone. You're breaking them tonight. Father, your mighty name I declare. Jesus, this is your city tonight. Take it, Holy Spirit. Take it. In Jesus' name. Amen.
out here and worshiping the Lord. And is that one thing we can all agree on? And all those people were worshiping the Lord Sunday morning. Amen. And what better place to come together and worship the Lord just like they were. Can I hear an amen? I know tragedy, it hurts, and things when they happen, epic moments in our life, we'll never forget this moment. This moment will forever be engraved in our hearts. But we can always remember this, that in the midst of a gory or an ugly situation, God still on the throne in this place. Can I hear an amen? So as we sing that song, and when we get to that part, I exalt thee, I want everybody to drop what you're doing. If you're media, I want you to put your cameras down. And I want you to honor God by lifting up your hands and praising God. If you're all here to report, I want you to report this. You report that God is alive. That God is alive in this place. He's not dead. He is alive. He is well. As we sing it, when we get to the end, I exalt you. I want everybody to sing it. Can I hear an amen in this place? hospital right now, all over the place. And wherever they're at, I want you to stretch your hands to the places where you know they're at. I want you to stretch your hands. Father, in the name of Jesus, we pray healing. In the name of Jesus, we pray comfort. In the name of Jesus, Satan, get away from them. You will not have your way. Father, we'll hear back miracles of what you're doing, God. Lord, we lift up these people, God. We pray, God, that you would move in a special way, God. That you would heal them, Father, God. Bring healing in the name of Jesus, God. We don't want no more tragedy, God. We want miracles, God. We want miracles, God. God, you meet them at their bedside right now. And you begin to heal them in the name of Jesus. In your name, God, we come together tonight. Hallelujah.
On behalf of the community of Sutherland Springs, we want to say thank you to all of those pastors and churches and organizations who have come out here tonight. Come on, can we give them a round of applause this evening? We want to thank the chaplain who came from Dallas. We want to thank Alice and Oscar. You know who you are. I want to thank Pastor John Garza from Cornerstone Ministries. On behalf of Pastor John Hagee and Diana Hagee, they send their condolences to the entire town of Sutherland Springs. You know, when something like this happens, as Pastor was saying, when there's a tragic situation, then comes an opportunity. And that opportunity is now that this town has gathered with hundreds of people to unite tonight. And so this is a very special moment. It's the healing process. And we thank you so much for your sincerity, for your prayers. May they continue, because it's going to take a while. So we're going to seal the deal right now before we dismiss, and you're welcome to stay as the band continues to play. We're going to seal the deal. If you're next to someone, I want you to put your hands around them. Doesn't matter who you are. And we're going to show the whole world, come on now, that Sutherland Springs, Texas, right here, that the healing process has begun. For not just this town, but for the entire world. Because this has been happening too long. Yes, all the way around. Touch somebody. We thank you, Lord. And we give you honor, praise, and glory. This situation, you have brought us together in this town of Sutherland Springs to not betray you but draw closer to you. And we need you more than ever. Our children need you. Our president needs you. Our country needs you. Our nation needs you. And so we ask you, Lord, that you brought your angels upon us and around us, that you protect us and you guide us and you lead us, that you open our eyes, our hearts, and our ears ready to receive you, the living God. For you are good. You are good. In the name of Jesus we pray. The name above all names, the King of Kings. Come on, worship. Let's go, worship King. Pomeray, if you're here, please come up here. Marina Pomeray, if you're here, please come up here. Thank you.
It's on the Sherman Way. The Sherman Way. We should keep coming around. Great Pride, great fall, all that good stuff. Yeah, that's where the fire is. I think it's got to be in the attic because all that smoke, but it seems like it's surface fire. All right, copy. Well, the fire's continuing to burn out here. LA City Fire has made their way inside that church, and we also see some firefighters up here on the rooftop. Now, they are saying that the fire is in the attic, so that's going to be a difficult firefight for these firefighters. It's happening in Van Nuys. It's going to be the 14,300 block of Sherman Way right at Van Nuys Boulevard. The units that are on scene are actually asking for additional help, so we're expecting to see more firefighters arriving here. When that happens, there's a good possibility they'll shut down both directions of Sherman Way right at Van Nuys Boulevard. It's the church on the way, and right now LA City Fire is working to put this fire out. Live in Sky 2, Stu Mandel, back to you two in the studio. Go ahead, Mark, go ahead. Live on the internet. I want one of those t-shirts that says, am I live on the net? Or I'm live on the web. Are we live on the web? If you guys are watching, thanks for checking in. You know, Sky 9, Sky 2, CBS's helicopter out here in the Los Angeles area. We don't just do pursuits. I know, shocking. Sometimes we actually do fires, and we do shootings, and bad car accidents, and traffic. I don't think traffic will make the web, unless it's kind of like really, really bad traffic. What we're looking at right now is a church on fire in the Van Nuys area. It's called Church on the Way. If you were listening to us earlier on, we believe the reason why they named it that, it's because it's on Sherman Way. Sherman Way, the name of the street out here. 14,300 block of Sherman Way to be exact, very close to Van Nuys Boulevard. Now, if you are local, all these words that I was just speaking will make perfect sense to you because this is a very popular intersection in the valley, and also it is a very packed intersection in the valley. The firefighter activity that's going on out here is now taking away some of the lanes on Sherman Way, may take away all directions on Sherman Way as additional units are still arriving out here. If you are not local, this is Van Nuys. This is a very popular, busy suburban area in the Los Angeles area. You can see firefighters, LA City firefighters, some of the best in the world out here right now, just getting onto that rooftop. We watch them use those ladders to get up there. Now, the fire that they're fighting right there may be surface fire, but they are saying that there is fire in an attic space, then that would be over here. Earlier on, we did see a lot of smoke pushing out of that one ventilator in the corner. I'll push in right there. Right now, that smoke has kind of slowed down. It's getting kind of lazy. These are terms that the firefighters use. I'm not just making this stuff up. So they're calling that more of a lazy smoke. It's not pressurized. It's not being pushed out by force. But we've seen this in the past. A lot of these churches and steeple type of buildings, or buildings with the with cathedral type of ceilings, the fire will get up into that attic, making it very difficult to get to. So you can see some of those firefighters right there on the roof right now with those claw hammers. They're looking for areas that may be softer because of the fire underneath. Also, they'll probably bring out some chainsaws, start cutting some holes in the roof up there for ventilation, and also to put water into it. Got to let you know we're on the back side of the building. This is because this is where the better pictures are right now. In the front of the building, I can tell you they opened up the front doors. Firefighters had made access into that front area. This is always something that it's one of those things. It depends on how you look at it. These firefighters working to get one of those security doors open using heavy-duty tools and brute strength. But you know, sometimes those doors very difficult. The front doors are open, I got to say that, and firefighters from LA City Fire are inside. More fire trucks arriving right there. You can see them going through the shot. As I said, original units on scene. The original firefighters that made their way here were actually asking for additional units as soon as they got there. So we can figure that Sherman Way will be closed in both directions, basically at Van Nuys. This is between Van Nuys Boulevard and Woodman. It's closer to Van Nuys. Lenox is the actual cross if you're local. So that's going to create some traffic issues for sure out here in the Van Nuys area. The firefight continues. Still a lot of that red glow up here on that rooftop. I've been listening with one ear to the firefighters doing their amazing jobs out there, working to get to that fire. The guys on the roof right now starting ventilation, checking for hot spots, checking for extensions. Firefighters inside the building, on top of the building, now working to find all of that fire and extinguish it. Oh. Also, we are on the web, and I see the numbers aren't so fantastic, but I will brag a little bit. First on scene, that is kind of a big deal for news people. It's something that you guys don't really watch that much on the outside, but on the inside, in the actual news machine itself, being there first is a big deal. We were definitely here first. Marcos turning Sky 9 into, or Sky 2 right now, into a rocket ship, getting us here so quickly. As soon as we heard that size up, meaning the size up being that the fire department saying that there is smoke and fire showing and they need more people here on scene. I have my internet up, but I don't see a picture, so just letting you know, I can't read any of the comments. I hope you guys have a couple comments. Right now, though, the fire not out, but with the number of resources that are here on scene and it being LA City Fire, I'm sure that they're going to have this under control quickly. The traffic situation probably going to be affected probably for a couple more hours for sure. Like I said earlier on, not a pursuit, but other cool stuff that the helicopter does. This is a structure fire. Hey, Sarah. Out here in the Van Nuys area. It's a church. That's always sad. Right now, though, that they're working their way, cutting that roof back, getting to the actual attic space, and you can see a lot of fire still in that attic space. Firefighters from LA City Fire on the ground and inside the church and on the roof. Okay. Hey, you're not sending my audio out? There's no audio? They're not, apparently. People are saying there's no audio. Yeah. That's what I get for bragging on the web. No audio. Kathy, is there audio? Can you guys hear us? Oh, Kathy says they do. Hey, go ahead. All right, cool. I don't know if it was working earlier on. I've been reading a lot of the comments. Some of the people were saying there was no audio. I got to I got to stay frosty. They're going to use this at the end here. It does look like LA City Fire making a lot of good progress out here. The fire is starting to get under control. They haven't said the word knockdown yet, meaning the fire is out, but it does appear that most of the flames we see are now extinguished, so you can get an idea how quickly these guys work. It's a church. It's a church on the way. We believe they named it that because it's on Sherman Way. Sherman Way, right by Van Nuys Boulevard. Both directions of Sherman Way are shut down right here in front of the church. Church is at the corner of Lenox and Sherman Way. That would be the 14,300 block in the Van Nuys area. So if you know somebody that's going to be driving home that way, give them heads up. It's going to be closed. I'd basically avoid Woodman to Van Nuys Boulevard on Sherman Way till this is taken care is out and the firefighters have left. LA City Fire here on scene. Was a fire about 15 minutes ago. Right now, it does seem like they have the flames under control. I got to go to work. All right, guys, the show's over. Thank you, Courtney. Courtney being one of our awesome producers right there. The show's over. Fire's pretty much out. We're going to talk to our assignment desk here in a moment. I just want to answer a couple of the questions that I saw earlier on. Somebody was asking about what caused it. Cause an investigation. Probably one of the last things these firefighters are going to do after that fire is out. There's no belief that there's any type of foul play right now. Also, somebody was asking about injuries. Gage is telling me to go get a car chase. We're going to go get some food and then maybe a car chase later on. But just letting you know, as far as injuries as we understand it, no injuries, no civilian injuries, no firefighter injuries. But the firefighters are still here, and even though the fire's out, their job's still very dangerous. We're always hopeful that nobody gets hurt. And that's going to be about it. So, I just found out that this has become a greater alarm fire. So, but most of the flames are out pretty much as far as the building. Most of the building is safe and salvaged, but it was a fire out here earlier on. I'm going to go talk to my buddy Mark at the assignment desk and see if we're going to stay out here. Victor! Sergio, you know it, brother. You know it. Gonna fill our fat bellies and fill up the helicopter as well. 9 hotel to the assignment desk on 1. I have not heard the magical words of knockdown from LA City Fire, but I have been busy. And but on the other side of that coin, I do not see any of that orangey plasma that they put water on. See, if it was anybody else, I'd come up with some sort of sarcastic remark about what do they know, but it being Gigi, she's correct. Much grief, much like Charlie Brown. Gage, we love the love, but you know what? We do all kinds of breaking news. All kinds. We're not breaking news fascists. We don't just go after the police chases. We do shootings, fires, brush fires, structure fires. Say a little less exciting. We do some. A little less exciting. We do bomb scares, perimeters. What else do we do? Marcos? Accidents, yeah. Traffic. Events. Every now and then when there's a big event, we'll come out to do that. Like when we, like the, what was that baseball thing we just did? I'm joking. I know it was the World Series. We did a lot on the World Series. So we're not just a police chase chopper. Cal says, sup, Marcos? He says, what up, Cal? Yeah, I can't say that though. Wally, sometimes our job is, let's just say the time goes by quickly, but it is a job. And with all the cool stuff, every now and then we see some things that you cannot unsee. And sometimes that's funny, and sometimes it's really sad, but yeah, we get to see quite a bit up here, that is for sure. Toan, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I would love to do a Stu and Marcos hour, but if I pot up Marcos, nobody's going to listen to me anymore. It's going to be over. The Stu show will be over. It'll be all Marcos, Marcos, Marcos. Trust me. I wouldn't mind it. I'd love to do it. I just don't want to get him in trouble. And the other thing is he's also talking to a lot of, and when I say he, Marcos is also talking to a lot of other aircraft. So there's a lot of that going on as well. Wally, the show was awesome. Everybody asked where Marcos was. That's what happened at the show. It was great. I met a lot of really super cool people. Most of them, just like a lot of you guys, was like all police pursuit, police pursuit, police pursuit. So they're not, we're not really talking to the, you know, they're probably not here right now. Jill, yeah, it is. It's the church on the way. It is very sad. The building pretty much, you know, it will have damage, but the it is, they saved most of the building. I can say that. And I got you up, and I got, okay. So I potted up Marcos, so Marcos can say hey to everybody.
Hey,
Marcos,
everybody. Thanks for watching us. Always appreciate all the love.
We love the love.
We love it.
Charlie. Oh, you just want a shout out. Hey, Charlie, what's up, brother? Yeah, of course, the LA Police Chase Group. But they're not here right now. I mean, you are, Victor, but everybody else is, like, you know, waiting for the big chase. All right, let's look at some traffic since they're keeping us here till they got an official knockdown. So Sherman Way shut down both directions at Van Nuys. That's going to be Van Nuys Boulevard right there. Got another Filer Battalion chief pulling up there. Not really the backup that we would think, because probably a lot of people know what's going on, but that's going to be, what is that? That's going to be eastbound Sherman Way. Up to Van Nuys Boulevard. Pretty much they have it shut down to, let's take a look, Law Dogs? Yeah, probably over by Law Dogs. Oh no, they shut it down all the way to Woodman, it looks like. That's crazy. Yeah, so it's all the way down to Woodman. That's quite a big throw. Go ahead, go ahead.
I got you.
Not that we can see from the helicopter, no. We both would love that. We'll make that happen.
See you guys later.
All right, well, we're making that big turn, heading back to base. I know people really dig watching this. I don't know how quick they are going to be on the switch. The switch is not in my control. That's somebody else, somewhere else. It looks like it's already froze up. I'll keep an eye on it, but Maybe they'll keep the picture going all the way to the ground. And of course, you can listen to Marcos and me. And looks like it's still going. I don't know. It looks like the picture froze up.
Van Nuys Tower TV
Thank you,
with
Denise.
you over City Hall, Sag Arrival, Northeast Corner. 9 will go.
James, I don't know where you're at. And I'm going to keep Marcos potted up so you can hear him do pilot stuff for any of you aviation enthusiasts that are out there. For me, all I hear is womp, 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 womp. 9 Hotel. Ms. Guzzo, I don't know about that, but it's always sweet to hear it.
405. TV9, clear to land, Bravo Helena.
Little 405 action right there. I got chili. We got a chili cook-off going on this Saturday up at the Agua Dulce winery, and I'm going to be in it. And Marcos, much like me, is on a diet, so I'm not sure what he's going to have. That was a 405. That's going to be Van Nuys Airport right there. That's some of the evil competition, probably. Nope, it's not. It's a little plane. I thought that was somebody landing. But that is Van Nuys. That is where we land. There's a viewing area, actually, at the end of Waterman. That fence right there. Oh, there's some people standing right there. You guys are always welcome to drive over there, park by the fence, and watch helicopters take off and land. I say that with enthusiasm, but am a little confused by the activity. And right there is the 94th Aero Squadron. I have eaten there, but we don't get there that often. Even though it's right there, it is difficult to get to. We can't get through the fence.
Hey, there's somebody still out there at the fence right now.
Yeah, people at the fence, Marcos is telling me. You probably hear it, I still haven't potted up. Yeah, so those are people on the other side of the fence. Fans of the helicopter. And there's our backup, which is going to stay on the ground. There's the DHL helicopter. And now we're going to watch Marcos land, and then I'm going to ask to knock it down. Have to be very quiet while Marcos concentrates on the land. Look at